we are back with another quick little thrift book haul, and this is kind of like a continuation of a previous thrift book haul I posted a few months ago, and this is another one of those series that was very close to my childhood and I loved them so much, and I'm kind of recollecting these and discovering these at the thrift store. So I'm gonna update you guys on the newest books that I have found from the American Girl series. And I don't know what kind of luck the thrift gods were bestowing on me on this particular day, because I found every single one of these books with the exception of one on the same day from one location. So I don't know if someone was just getting rid of their American Girl books or what, but I really hit the jackpot this time. So if you guys missed my first thrift books, American Girl books haul video, definitely go check that one out, because I just absolutely like almost doubled or tripled my collection from one trip. So let's just get into it. Let me share with you guys all the books that I was so lucky to find. So starting off, once again, I don't know how this happened, but I did end up getting another duplicate book. I don't know how it happens. I have a spreadsheet. I guess I just forgot to mark this one off one day, so I did end up with two of these books. However, I am okay with it a little bit because they are different versions of the books. So this one is Meet Kirsten. So I have like the old style cover, which honestly I do quite like these a lot more than the newer ones. So now I have two of these, but I actually think I might collect some of the duplicate ones that I have and see if my niece would like those. She is 6 turning 7 this year, so I actually think that these might be a really great book to read to her and something that she would really enjoy. So I think I will be keeping the older one for me because this one is just more nostalgic to me. So I did get those two books, and then I did find a couple more Kirsten books. So next up we got Happy Birthday Kirsten. I feel like she looks so cute in her little like pink prairie dress. So cute. And I actually did not read a whole lot of the Kirsten books growing up, so I'm really excited to read these and kind of like follow her story and see what they're all about. I know she's more of a I think she came from a Scandinavian country. I can't remember if it was Sweden or Norway. Let me see if it tells me. Swedish, and she moves to Minnesota, and she's kind of like a pioneer girl, so I'm really excited to read her story. So I got Happy Birthday Kirsten, and then I also found Kirsten's Surprise, A Christmas Story. So those were all of the Kirsten ones that I got. Moving on to the next girl that I happened to find, I found a few of the Kit books. Kit was one I definitely read. She was like the Great Depression girl, and so I of course have Meet Kit. I always really liked her stories a lot, so I'm definitely going to look forward to reading those. I've got Meet Kit, and then we've got Kit's Surprise, A Christmas Story. She looks so cute in her little red dress and a red bow. And then I also have Kit Learns a Lesson. The next girl that I found, once again, I found a few of her books, and this one I have to admit, you guys, I am a little embarrassed that in my last American Girl thrift book haul, I was talking about, oh, she's my favorite one, I loved her so much. You guys, I mispronounced her last name. From memory, I thought her name was Samantha Parker, but then I remembered when I was editing that video that her name is Samantha Parkington, not Parker. So that was a total rookie mistake, and I caught that after editing. I'm like, girl, you can't even say that's your favorite one if you got her name wrong. To be fair, I think it was a very easy mistake to make. So of course we have Samantha Parkington, and like I said, this one was always my favorite because I feel like I looked the most like her. I had brown hair when I was little, and I felt like I looked like her the most, and I loved the kind of like Victorian Edwardian era that she grew up in. Her stories take place around the turn of the century in 1904, so I just always kind of loved the prim and properness of her stories and stuff. So of course I have Meet Samantha. Then we also have Happy Birthday Samantha, and then finally we have Samantha Saves the Day. So this one looks really cute. I can't wait to read these. I think I'll read some of these like kind of in my off time, and I absolutely can't wait. Next up, I found two more books from one of the original girls, and this one I always really loved her as well, and this one is Felicity. She is like the colonial American time period, and so I of course have Meet Felicity. And then the second one I got, I think this one's actually like a library copy because it is a hardback book. This is the only hardback one I have found so far, but I of course wanted to pick it up because I am trying to collect these all, and I just love these so much. Oh my gosh, this one says Lyle 2009. And if you combine my name with my boyfriend, our couple name is Lyle, so that was kind of cute. So of course I picked that one up as well. And then the last two that I got are some that I'm not really familiar with, but I saw these and I just had to pick them up as well. So the next one I picked up is from one of the characters that they added to the series like way after I was, you know, aged out of this, but I don't know anything about this girl. I think this one's gonna be a really fun one to read since I don't know anything about her. This one is of course Meet Rebecca, and as far as from what I can tell about this one, she is, I guess, an immigrant. Her family are immigrants from Russia and they moved to New York, and the year is 1914. So I really think that this will be a cute one to read, and I hope I find more of her books in the future. And the last one I found, this one I wasn't sure where it fit in right away because I wasn't familiar with this character, and I realized I think it's kind of like a little spin-off book from one of the main girls, and this one is called Brave Emily. So she's actually a friend to Molly McIntyre, who is like the World War II time period girl. And so this is kind of like a little spin-off friendship book of hers. And I know that there were several kind of books like that. Like I already had Nellie's Promise, and she was like a friend to Samantha Parkington, so I of course wanted to pick that up. And a funny little story, whenever I found, like I said, all of these except for one I found on the same day, and so I went in, I had a big stack of books in my hand, and I hear a little old lady behind me and she goes, "Are you collecting American Girl books?" And I go, "Oh yeah, I am." And she goes, "Oh, well, there's one right here that you missed, and one right here that you missed, and one right here and here." Oh my gosh, like I couldn't believe it. Like I had missed like 4 or 5 of these books whenever I was like scanning through the shelves of books, and she was like, "Here's this one and this one and this one and this one you missed." And so it was just very sweet that she was like helping me find these books as well, especially since I had missed over so many of them. So that was really sweet of her. She was looking for the Dear America books, and I didn't have the heart to tell her that I had actually found 2 of them like a couple weeks prior and picked those up because I'm also kind of collecting those as well. Those were ones that I had not read growing up at all, so if I happen to find them, I wanted to snag those up, but I didn't have the heart to tell her that I've been looking for those too, so we're kind of looking for the same thing in the same spot. And then the last one, I just thought I'd throw this one in here because I also picked this one up on the same day, and even though it's like not exactly the same, I just thought it was really interesting. So this is a book and it's called To Be a Princess. So this one's just like about a whole bunch of real life princesses and, you know, the history of their lives and things. So I was really interested in this one just because I thought, number one, I love royalty and princesses and all that kind of stuff. And there's also a chapter in here about Marie Antoinette, who I'm just very fascinated by. So I thought this would be like kind of a cute, obviously a very quick read. It's like a very big informational, historical kind of like picture books, not very thick at all, but I decided to pick that one up as well. And I thought it kind of like fit the theme of like the American Girl books, the Royal Diaries, Dear America, all the other kind of like sub-series I am kind of inactively collecting. So that is all of the books that I found. Like I said, all of them except for one of them I found on one day. I could not believe I had found so many of these. Now I need to 100% make sure I mark these off of my spreadsheet, because now that I've got so many of them, I need to make sure I know which ones I have and which ones I don't, so I don't keep buying duplicates. It's just, sometimes it's very easy to do. Last thing, I think the other thing that kind of got me thrown off was after I had my pile of books, I was checking them off as I went. And then when the lady showed me the other books I missed, I was just kind of like picking them up. And so I think that's where the confusion might have happened. But that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoy. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.